he got over that?
Yeah, see, because I'm a Samoan. I'm an honorary.
Hello, everybody. He has a problem.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
I'm Malcolm. Hi, I'm Malcolm.
We're cutting you out.
Okay.
Why weren't you streaming? I was at the show. I was in Cleveland. This was my second time attending SummerSlam. I went to SummerSlam last year in Detroit, and boy howdy, were there differences in so many different ways. Before I get going on the good things, I'm gonna be a Debbie Downer for a second. Be a little bit of a Debbie Downer. There is such a thing as the SummerSlam curse. I'm not even kidding you. I don't know if it's just me and my life is just chaos anytime I decide to leave the house, but everything I tried to do literally just went wrong. Traffic was terrible. I got rained on. I was super anxious. I was around a lot of people. I am still getting used to being in a public space. You have to remember, I am a content creator. I am a streamer. I have made whatever this is by sitting in my office. Now, I am a hairstylist and I work with the public, but it's a big difference and a big deal to go in public and have people recognize you when I'm just a girly from the Midwest. I'm just a girly pop. With that being said, I want to say I enjoyed meeting every single one of you. Everybody that I met was so very nice, so very respectful. That has been my experience every time that I have gone anywhere wrestling related. So really, truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you for making me feel way cooler than I am. I did get some actual vlog footage, but I am still getting used to filming in public and filming myself in public. And it's not always that I'm anxious to do so, even though I am a little bit. It's more, I have always held strong that when I'm out in public, that I don't want to live life behind a screen, which is a very conflicting thing as a content creator, because if you're doing a vlog, you kind of have to, film stuff. And this was an experience that I really did want to soak in and remember. So I didn't get as much footage as I probably would have liked to, or that you probably would have liked to see. But I can kind of share a little bit of the beginning of my journey. I don't want to talk about it. I just got to Cleveland. I just pulled my hair down. Today was a day. Nothing went how it was supposed to go today at all. But I'm the first one to get to the Airbnb. Hi, hello, by the way. It's Cleveland SummerSlam. The battery on this thing is dying. I don't know where to put anything. I don't have my microphone hooked up. I figured I would at least, start. But I was the first one here, so I got to pick the room first. We got the biggest one. We got the biggest one. That's how it goes when you're the first person. It's like the real world. But I would bet money that this place is haunted, because it feels like it. And it's really hot in Cleveland, if you didn't know. Also, look, I just put my hair up for literally 2 seconds, and it... Why are things this way? Anyway, I figured I'd give you maybe a little tour of the Airbnb, just for my own posterity, if posterity is the right word. I did want to point out that C4 sent me a while ago, actually a few months after SummerSlam last year, they sent me like WWE branded C4. So I brought those because I don't know anyone that drinks it, and I don't really drink energy drinks, so bringing them for the other three to drink, if they drink them. We'll see. So as I wait for everybody else to get here, I guess I should probably make myself go look a little presentable, and then I need to go to the grocery store. Well, bam. I just wanted to prove that I could be better put together. I actually brought my hair cutting scissors. I brought my hair cutting scissors because I cut myself the bangs the other day, and I knew that they were probably gonna need tweaking as I started styling it, and sure enough, like, I need to do it, but I don't want to cut my hair in an Airbnb. That seems like a not good idea. So I drove in on a Thursday. Cleveland is about a 4-hour drive from where I live. The first night in the Airbnb after everybody showed up, we ended up going to dinner, had a great time, got to chit chat with everyone, people that I haven't ever really gotten to meet in person. When we woke up on Friday, everyone that I stayed with had to go to media, and I wasn't going to the media where they do all the interviews and everything. So even though I wasn't going, everybody woke up and it was like 5:30. They wanted to be there by 7:30. I had only gotten a couple couple hours of sleep, and that was pretty much the theme of the weekend. I didn't get any sleep. So I hung out for a little bit at the Airbnb while everybody left, took my time getting ready, spent a lot of time doing my hair. I got my hair curled, I put eyelashes on, I got all ready. It took me forever, and I headed out downtown. Took me a minute to will up enough courage to get my things together, get out of the car, and head to the Superstore. The Superstore was in the, oh God, it was the Tower City Center. I can never remember what it was, but it was like this big mall that was in Cleveland. Made my way to the Superstore and met my friends there. And I got to meet so many different creators, so many different people. Again, the Superstore was a little smaller than I expected. I'm a hat collector. I made sure to buy a hat, but I met so many of you there. We took pictures. I have a little bit of footage from the mall and the Superstore, so I can share that. Really do it. I got you.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I love the trips point. Thank you.
You gotta do the Triple H point.
Gotta do it. Awesome.
Thank you so much. Tag me on social media.
I started recording because I saw you coming, and I was like, oh fuck, he's gonna be over here in a second. I was like, ugh.
Now it's a bloodline. Souls the code will be our WWE champion.
Hi.
Say hi, everybody.
World heavyweight champion. Omos will be hopefully still in the company, bro. It's crazy.
I'm not really sure. It's a lot of gibberish. It's coming out real fast. Honorary oos.
Oos. Oos. What up, Oos? We the ones, baby.
I've yet to record anything where I show that there are people here, but I promise I'm socializing and I'm meeting people. I was in the Superstore, I didn't buy anything, but I'm gonna go back. I just don't know what I'm doing. And I'm supposed to take a selfie now. We had a pretty cool meetup at the Superstore. I got to meet Mona and a few other people. Malcolm was doing a few interviews that I got to be a part of. If you kind of go back and look around, I'll tag everybody in the description of this video, but I'm included in a couple different pieces of interviews and content that other people made. I don't know if it's apparent in any of the footage that you'll see of me, but I was really anxious. I was having a hard time kind of finding my bearings. There was a lot going on, and I didn't feel the greatest. I was running on not a lot of sleep. That particular day at the Superstore, I had no caffeine, and currently I'm kind of supplementing my lack of energy with caffeine. I didn't totally feel like myself. I felt a little off, and I'm disappointed in that, and it was a theme throughout the entire weekend, but it is what it is. After we wrapped up at the Superstore at the mall, we decided we were gonna go have lunch. I drove myself separately from everybody else, and for some reason, I just, I was so out of my element. I wanted to get back to my car. I was like, okay, well, it's about to rain. It was getting ready to rain. So I wanted to take my stuff back to the car that I had just bought. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. I had parked maybe 10 minutes away, a 10-minute walk. I started walking and it started downpouring. And I don't know, I was by myself and I'm in a city. And so my mind was get to the car. So it's pouring rain and I'm just getting drenched. My hair is getting that I spent all morning on. My hair was getting all messed up. All the curls fell out. It was humid on top of that. I was soaked. My shoes were soaked. My pants were soaked. Like I just was a drowned rat. And I should have stopped and waited underneath an awning or something. I could have stopped and waited at the mall, but just this sense of urgency of like, I need to keep moving. I kept moving. Got back to the car. I had a little bit of a moment to myself where I just like, okay, girl, breathe. And I went and met everybody for lunch. I was late to lunch. And I was late getting back to the Airbnb because my sense of direction was awful. I was using Apple Maps to find my car. Like my car has the GPS thing on it where it shows you, like where it is. And so I was trying to follow that with the walking directions. And for some reason, I don't know, I was just getting tripped up over what way I was going. Like the streets didn't add up, the directions didn't make up. I was getting really frustrated and very overwhelmed. And I couldn't find my car. I was walking around for maybe 20 minutes going in the complete opposite direction. It was very, very frustrating. So I was really, really nerved up Friday. And I can't. But after lunch, I did make it back to the Airbnb and I decided last minute that I was going to go to SmackDown. So I went to SmackDown. Cleveland had 3 different events going on at the same time. So downtown Cleveland was an absolute mess the entire weekend. An Uber was very expensive. Getting stuck in traffic was atrocious. It took me forever to even get an Uber to SmackDown. But again, I'm so glad that I went. I met so many of you. Thank you for being kind to me. I have some footage of it, but most of it is vertical. I was trying to do reactions of myself. I got to sit next to some kids from Puerto Rico that we had completely opposite wrestling opinions, but they were a lot of fun to sit next to. They were cheering very, very hard for Logan Paul. They were saying that Jey Uso was severely overrated. Like, they really kind of hated everything. I felt like I was dealing with wrestling Twitter, but they were still very nice and they were still very kind to me, and we had a lot of fun like cheering back and forth against each other. Something cool to note about SmackDown is that the dark match, I believe it was the Judgment Day, and then it was Jey Uso, Rey Mysterio, and the Awesome Truth. And it was incredible. I could tell that something was going on between the Judgment Day and the way that they were interacting with each other. I wasn't surprised by the events at SummerSlam considering, but there was a portion of the night where Jey Uso's song, they kept playing it on repeat. I lost count of how many times we were yeeting, how many times we were doing the thing and the theme song was getting played. It was a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed this episode of SmackDown. I'm almost a little sad I didn't get to stream it because, you know, SmackDown's been in a little bit of a lull lately. So I am glad that I got to go and experience it though. The next day was the day of SummerSlam on Saturday, and we had made a plan to go to WrestleCon. I have some friends that were there, and so we made our way to the hotel that WrestleCon was at. I felt off from the moment I woke up. I did not feel very good, but I don't want my stuff to rub off on other people. So I just was trying to power through. I was drinking Gatorade. I was trying to hydrate, drink water. I don't think I was eating enough. I was very nervous. It's just a theme of me. So again, when we got to WrestleCon, I think I conducted myself fairly well, but I just did not feel like myself. And I didn't film as much as I feel like I could have about, where things were and who I met and everything. Thank you again to everyone that came up to me. I did get to hang out with my friend Pika, who works for one of the conventions, and I got to meet Kimmy from Twitter, who also works for one of the conventions and is amazing in media. I also got to meet their boss, Gilbert, and I hung out with them for a little bit. Alex was with me. She was kind of my gal pal travel buddy, from the Airbnb to the hotel. I won't really go into too much detail, but I had a great conversation with Kevin Nash. We had a great conversation with Sting. Alex is a very, very good interviewer. She asks amazing questions. I wish I had been a little more chatty, but again, I wasn't feeling like myself. So missed opportunity, but I appreciated them taking the time with me.
Oh, as far as legroom, yes.
I just wanted to make sure you were comfortable, that's all.
My name's Malcolm. I'm sitting next to Wheezy Blonde, someone that's significantly more famous than I'll ever be. And I'm squeezed.
Say hello, everybody.
Hi. What's up?
Say hello, everybody. Wrestling Girlies and Gilbert. You'll see. You'll see in a minute. Hello. Say Alex.
was like, nope, not today.
Celebrity Kimmy.
Hi. Celebrity.
I heard girlies and I was like, and then my name, and I'm like, wow.
You can be included.
Yeah,
you can be the honorary girly.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is he camera shy now?
A little bit, you can tell.
He's dying to get out of the frame. Dying to get out of the frame.
Like I'm a big talker, but then you put the camera on, it's like.
This happens. Me too sometimes.
But then later on Instagram, he's gonna be like, oh my god, that's me.
I know, right?
I'm gonna back away, but that was me. I was there.
Like a decline upstairs, and Kimmy steps back and like almost just eats shit.
In front of everybody from WWE.
Everyone in front of
Oh no.
yeah.
I was like, this is a great introduction, guys. This is.
That's honestly me.
That's true.
I'm the biggest klutz ever.
If someone's gonna do something embarrassing, it's gonna be me.
Once we were done at WrestleCon, we came back downstairs of the hotel, and in the lounge, I turn the corner and I see a lot of familiar faces, a lot of wrestling creators, a lot of media people. So I stopped to get a water in the lounge, came back and started conversing with everybody. It was really, really wonderful meeting everyone that was there. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I don't even have words for how cool it is to see people that you admire and you speak with on the internet, and then you see them in person. One thing I will say is you notice between a lot of people that you meet, you're so used to seeing each other, in front of a screen without legs, and sometimes you question whether you're actually seeing the real person or not. And sometimes names don't click, and it's very embarrassing, but it's just kind of the way that it goes. You get the hang of it. There is a video of Sean Ross Sapp, Bill Apter, was walking through the lobby and, did a little stunt with Sean Ross Sapp and like smashed his head on the table. And I'm in the background of this video and I am just kind of like out of it again. This is me not realizing I was being filmed, and I didn't feel 100% for a lot of different reasons. But I still really enjoyed talking with everyone. Yes, I did meet up with Santi. No, I did not tell him to oil up, but I did ask him if he had received any oil. At that point, he had not. Always great talking to him. He has a great mind, as far as creation goes, and getting conversations with him going about, he's honestly great at what he does. So it's really nice to hear his thoughts. Listening to him and Alex talk was a lot of fun. Got to see Johnny and Marissa. Briefly met Zilla Fatu. Again, I was out of sorts, shook his hand. He left. I think he went to go get a haircut or something. But it was great getting to see a lot of people that I haven't gotten to see in a while, or, to meet people for the first time.
I've been at WrestleCon and I haven't filmed an absolute single thing the entire time that I have been here. But now we're at a space where there are actually people around. So before I leave, I probably should just let you know who I'm with. My favorite person, The Rock, of me even being able to say Saint here. Yeah. I'm your Rock. I'll be straight.
You got over that? Yeah, see, because I'm a Samoan. I'm an honorary.
Hello, everybody. He has a problem.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
I'm Malcolm. Hi, I'm Malcolm.
We're cutting you out.
Okay.
Long story short, the trek to getting to the damn arena was, it was something. I had a panic attack in the car because we were stuck on the freeway, and time is ticking by. We're just completely stuck. We got on the freeway. We really should have stayed parked where we were. It's just, we could go in circles all day long. Basically, when we finally got within walking distance, I think I kept looking on my phone to see like how long it was going to be. There was like a point where we were a 15-minute walk away, and I basically told everyone in the car, hey, I'm going to jump out. So I did jump out of the car and I booked it to the arena. There were so many people. I was luckily able to kind of figure out what was going on. It was really hot. It was humid. I was hoofing it. I was in a hurry. So if you tried to stop me, or if you saw me like almost running, I'm sorry. What I do want to say is thank you, because you guys are so very cool. I did not expect, and maybe I should have, I don't know. I'm still getting used to this. I didn't expect as many people to recognize me as they did. I was down on the floor. So like the second that I got down to the floor and I was walking around, there were people in the lower bowl that recognized me and saw me and were like, hi, Wheezy. And I got stopped by a couple people and took pictures, which was a theme throughout the night. I really, really appreciated that. There was someone that had an acknowledge Wheezy sign that I ended up seeing on Twitter. So thank you for that. I'm going to make an entirely separate video talking about experiencing SummerSlam and being there live, because it very well may be my favorite SummerSlam ever. It's absolutely my favorite live experience. I loved it. I really was just trying to soak it all in. Like I said, I was trying not to live too much behind, the lens of my camera. There were a few points where I really was getting emotional of just being there and seeing everything that was happening around me and soaking in that, like, this is my life and this is what I'm doing and I get to do this on a weekend and it's amazing. Little tidbits of information. I was a few rows behind Stephanie McMahon. I did not have the courage to go up to her and say hello or ask for a picture. I was the row behind the Haktua girl. Haktua? I don't know. The people that were sitting in front of me, John and his son, I actually had interacted with on Instagram before and told me a really nice thing. Basically just said thank you for, not being negative on the internet about wrestling. And I always really appreciate when people give me props for stuff like that. The people that I was sitting next to, I wish I would have exchanged information with them. I think I know who they are. I still need to look them up, but they were so much fun to sit next to. I actually had an incident happen where there was someone that was in the wrong section. And when you see people walking by and they have like the beers and they're drunk and you're just looking like, I know that is going to be spilt on me. I can tell that is going to be spilt, whether it's on me or someone else. And sure as shit, they were in the wrong row. They came back out, turned to me to say something, and down went the beer. And they were so drunk that they thought that they actually spilled my beer, which I was not drinking. But I was wearing my brand new Nike Metcon 9s that were red and yellow, and I wore them because they matched my LA Knight shirt. So those smelled like beer, and it was what it was. They offered to let me switch seats in an open seat. The security guard did, and I did for a minute, but I didn't like the people that were back there with me as much, and I liked the view from where I was initially, so I did go back to my seat. I forgot that there was a clear bag policy. Again, everything in the car was so hectic, getting to the arena, that I left my clear bag at home for one. I had my regular purse, so I had like my my GoPro and a charger, and you're not allowed to bring GoPros in, and I didn't have my mobile charger to charge my phone, so I was afraid that my phone was gonna die, and so I wasn't able to do as many reaction videos as I wanted to, but at the same time, I was trying to live in the moment and not rely on making reaction videos, because it very well could have been a once in a lifetime experience being where I was and doing what I was doing. And so I just wanted to soak it in. We'll talk about it more in a review video, but I loved the show.
The last couple of hours have actually been pretty insane, and I wanted to at least record something before things actually start getting loud. I haven't been able to record damn near anything that I've wanted to. I'm sorry about that, but I'm gonna do some things throughout the show, and then we'll do a little bit after.
It's taking forever to get here, though. It's taking forever.
you're interested in seeing any more of my reaction clips that I managed to get at SummerSlam, just go to my Instagram page, maybe my TikTok, mostly my Instagram page, and you can find them there. I rolled out of the arena pretty late. My friends are all in media and we all drove together, so I rolled out with them. And as I rolled out with them, I was able to meet quite a few of the people from Twitter that I have never gotten to interact with. I got to meet, I'll just show you pictures of some of the people that I met. I'm not gonna call them out, but I was really excited to meet so many of them. And honestly, it was really nice to hear a lot of the positive things that they had to say to me because, I don't know, I'm a new kid on the block and I am a content creator. You know, I'm not a media person. I'm not a journalist. So it's interesting to hear what people think of me. And it's also really sweet and validating. As you probably noticed, I was sitting on the floor. So when you sit on the floor, you can take your chair with you. So I got my my Solo Sequoia chair. I was sitting on Solo's face and Donnie's and Eye Patch King. So I had to carry the chair from the stadium all the way to the car. It was like a 20-minute walk. There was a man in the middle of the road that had gotten out of his car and was yelling at somebody else. And I basically said out loud, like, please don't pew pew until I get to the vehicle. America. We stopped at a Wendy's because it was so late. That is the one thing I will say. You know, I learned a handful of things that I would do differently when it comes to going to a PLE, and I will never stay in an Airbnb outside of the city again. It was anywhere from like 18 to 20 minutes to go from our Airbnb to downtown. And so I missed out on a lot of things that I wish I could have done. I wish I could have gone to the Sami Zayn comedy show. I wish I could have gone to the Damian Priest live event. I wish I could have done maybe some of the meet and greets or at least gone and filmed content, but it was very hard to get to and from because I was not downtown. Not only that, I missed out on hanging out with a lot of my friends. I didn't drink all weekend, which was partially, you know, purposeful because I was working, but it would have been nice to at least after SummerSlam been able to go and have at least one vodka soda because I didn't drink it all. You know, it's not the last you're going to see of me at a PLE though. I'm looking forward to the schedule ahead and kind of planning maybe where I'd like to go next. I have been filming and editing this video damn near all day. I'm tired. I'm kind of over it. So I'll share some of the pictures if I haven't already. And if I have, then we're just going to sign off. Please make sure that you're following me on all of my socials. And thank you so much. I know I've said thank you a lot throughout the entirety of this video, but not to get mushy on you, but I'm just a kid from the Midwest and I'm just a kid that felt like she never fit in anywhere. And I'm really proud of the person that I've become and never feel like you have to fit in a box for anybody. I am 31 years old. I don't have kids. You don't have to be anyone that you don't want to be, regardless of what society tells you. Not to get deep, but I'm really proud of what we've built here, and I'm really happy with what I do, and I can't wait to stick around with you.